Hi, welcome to Vlogmas Day 2, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cindy, and I make all kinds of beauty content, and I do exercise videos in the morning also. If that's the kind of thing you like, then please subscribe. Today, for Vlogmas Day 2, we're going to take this little Christmas ornament looking eyeshadow palette from Natasha Denona, and we're going to try it out. Let's see what this says. I picked this off the Ipsy website for like $12, but it's also on the Natasha site, and there's coupon codes like that you can use to get 10% off. I think like Angelica is a code. Anyway, this says Natasha Baby Gold palette. If you don't know, she does have a big gold palette, which I do not have. And this is the first time I opened this. This should be pretty easy to do. We don't have a lot of choices. This looks like really nice, sturdy packaging. It came in a real, well, Ipsy sent it to me. I have bought one Natasha order, and it came like in double bubble wrap. But anyway, this is really nice packaging. I know it looks sort of like Wet n Wild, but it is sturdy. It's not the same because I've got another Natasha Mini that does it. And this says it's got log 202 centimeters, ORO 201 meters or M. And so it's just 3 colors. So this should go pretty quickly for us, not having a whole lot of decisions to make. And so I think they're like $19 on the Natasha site. And then if you got 10% off, it would be 10% less. And also they have free shipping, I think $50 order. And on my order, I didn't have to pay sales tax. So that is also another saving, I guess, because she doesn't have a store in Missouri. Anyway, so let's get started. You guys know I'm not a real brush person. I'm just going to grab a brush that looks kind of fluffy, or this little angle blend bunny brush here. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to start with this light shade here and stick it in the transition area in the crease. Probably just sort of lightly put it over the whole lid. I am primed with moisturizer. Get that started that way. Yeah, on those big palettes that you have a lot of decisions to make. That's a big decision. Now I'm going to use the same brush, wipe it off. I'm going to take this darker shade brown and put in my outer corner. You know, we might have to dig out some highlighter for our inner corner, but that's okay. I've been doing halo eyes for a few looks. Anyway, we're going to do the cat eye look, which I don't know if that's the official name. That's what I call it. Okay, for now, we're going to leave that there for now. And then we're going to take this gold. I'm going to start off with my finger. And then I will finish it up with a brush. I think it kind of sticks a little better with your finger, but then you kind of need a little bit of help. So I'm going to look for a flat brush here. This looks pretty flat. Not that flat, sort of flat. Now let's just take a little bit more blending. Swap this off. Go back with our brown and see about doing a little bit of more blending. I don't know that really gold is my favorite color. I just picked it up because I wanted some Natasha stuff and it was a good price. So now I know. I'm glad gold will come in handy, like if we're wearing a gold top or something. I'm actually going to wear something orange today to work. I just put this on for the video because I thought it would go brown. So I'm not sure that I like gold. It might be okay with my hair color and everything. But this way, you can try it out before you buy the big gold palette. Now, we could use that dark brown and line our eyes, but I think first I'm going to help it out with a little gel liner. I have a dark brown in here. Is that it? Yeah. We're going to use the dark brown. We will touch up the under eye a little bit, but powders, I'm kind of liking to do something not powdery under the eye. And this would have been good for a halo look too. But I've done a few halos, so I'm going to do something a little different. And this gel liner came from Amazon, as y'all know. And I've got me some more coming in with some more colors. I don't know how good this is going on. We will fix it with, touch it up with the dark brown. As soon as we can find our brush. Here's a stiff brush. This is the one I'm looking for. Let's go ahead and stamp that out a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and darken up that corner too. I'm hoping this does not kind of drift down. We'll see. And I don't think I'm going to use setting spray today. I've been using setting spray, and it seems like when I look in my mirror, like with a 5X, my skin looks a little crepey. And so I want to know, is that because of the setting spray I've been using, or is that because of my skin? Okay, so I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to finish up the look, and then we'll come back and I'll tell you what I think, and I'll tell you what else that I use, like for highlighters or anything. But for the most part, this is going to be the look. I might do a little tad more blending, but we'll see how it works out for us. Okay, I'm back and I'm partially finished. So I put on my tinted sunscreen, I put on some lashes, and here's the lashes I used, and powder. So let's finish this up. I think the lashes did help it. I did not like all that gold, but probably I wouldn't like anything without lashes. So the lashes did kind of help it out a lot. So for, and I did just kind of blend it out a little bit. And so let's kind of lay this up. I think we're pretty much done with this because we don't have any highlighter shade or anything. We'll have to use something else. For, let's just, since we're using these dark gold, bronzy colors, gold colors, let's use some just bronzer today and not do any blush. So, since I'm only doing one look today, we don't have to rush through it. We can take our time. So, this hair look would be good for a party. Well, I'm going to wear it to work. I mean, I wear everything I do every day. I don't go to parties and stuff like that because, you know, we're old. We don't do that. But, so I wear all my looks every day. Is that enough? There could have been some other stuff on the brush. I don't know, but, you know, I'll wipe it off. And so I don't think we're going to put any peach or anything on there. I just think we're just going to stick with the bronze today. since we're wearing gold. You know, I've got the Jeffree Star Gold palette too. I didn't really need this. I just wanted some Natasha Denona, and that was a good price on the Ipsy. For lips. Okay, so here's a lip pencil, which I got me some lip pencils, retractable lip pencils coming in, because you know I don't like wooden pencils. I definitely don't like putting anything wooden on my eye. I can tolerate lips a little bit better, except I just don't like wooden pencils. And we're just going to use this lip balm. Same thing we used yesterday. Because I don't have any like warm color lipsticks. The Nomad lipsticks I got were are all cool toned. Now let's see about some highlighter. You know, I've got my Jason Wu highlighter that I use a lot. It comes in handy, especially whenever it comes in real handy, especially when you use a small palette like this. So let's go ahead and use some highlighter. Normally I would use pink, but since we're just using bronzer and not peach, let's just use this middle tan shade. And for over the eyes, it's not, let's use the white for over the eyes, and then we'll decide. And I just used pressed powder over my eyes because I didn't want to go dark all the way up to the top of my eyes. And we're going to, for the inner corner, we're going to take this light shade, and if we don't like it, we'll just put some of that dark shade on top of it. Let's start off with the light shade of highlighter. We might mix a little bit that medium shade with it. Okay, one more. So this is what it looks like with the light. Let's go ahead and mix this medium shade with it, because that's a little bit, clashes a little bit. Right up next to that gold. Alrighty. I think that's about the best we can do. Let me grab my brush. Okay, so now let's brush out her hair a little bit. And look in the big mirror. Make sure I don't have, sometimes if I still have powder residue here, and I'm not using any setting spray today because I want to see how it looks. You know, I had the like real crepe, if I look in my 5X mirror at work, it looks real crepe fake furry and stuff. And I know I'm old. I know I've got some texture, but you know, I've had work done. It's supposed to be helping that. So it could be that setting spray. Y'all let me know in the comments if setting spray does that to you, or if y'all think we even need setting spray. I'm not. So anyway, so this is it, the final look. And thank you for watching. I love all my subscribers. I hope everyone has a great Vlogmas season. And stay tuned for tomorrow. And be sure and give me a like and subscribe and a comment. And tell me what you think about the palette. Do you think you're going to get it? You know, you can get it off the Natasha site. Me personally, I'm not into the gold. But the lashes kind of made it look better. And so this is our final look. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.